I'm 21 and struggle with giving up myself. Looking at Jesus gives me strength to give it my all. But why? Why? Why would you ever give up? Men live for the struggle. The struggle is what we are there to do, not suffering. Adapting, improvising, and overcoming. Overcome in small things first, then tackle the larger things. You can do it. Others have done it. It irritates me when people say, "Oh, Christianity is doomed. Look at what's happening in the churches and dun 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 dun." I'm like, what on earth are you talking about? Christianity started with 11 frightened men in a room. We have way more than that now. Did they give up? No. I mean, I don't remember who it was that was offering advice about something, but I just remember that he said, never, ever, 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 ever give up. And it's true, giving up is not an option. You continue and you continue and you continue. And if at the end, you find yourself surrounded by orcs coming at you, then you make sure that you have a massive escort to be your honor guard. I guess if there's one thing that one message that I can leave you with regards to the fact that the NPCs will never stop coming at you is learn to love the fight. Think about Gamergate. Why is Gamergate still mentioned in hushed and fearful terms on the left? During the whole Hugo Award kerfluffle, the science fiction community was totally freaked out that Gamergate has gotten involved with this. And it was hilarious because there were precisely 2 Gamergaters involved. Me and who was it? I want to say, like, not Porky, but it was that was kind of his handle had something to do with that. It was just the 2 of us. Like, these people are really terrified of Gamergate if they think 2 Gamergaters is enough to, alert the media and the FBI. So, when you look at the Gamergate mentality, what are the words? The ride never ends. So they're telling you right that. Another thing is, if they're shooting at you, you're going in the right direction. Gamergate is not really around in its current format, but the Gamergate mentality survives and persists. And so, adapt it. Daddy Warpig, exactly. Can't believe I couldn't remember that. But yeah, the reason that Gamergate was such a force was one simple reason: persistence. That's why. Why do you think they're terrified of Q? The whole thing with Q, and they're terrified of Q and 8chan. Why? Because they are exhibiting the same sort of persistence and discipline and consistency that Gamergate did. They learned a lot of the lessons of Gamergate. And that was the thing that was great about Gamergate was, a lot of the memes and so forth were built at the same, I mean, the message that I'm telling you right now is one of the central messages of Gamergate. Shut up and email. That was what they, would tell people whenever somebody would say, we should be doing this. Shut up and email. Wouldn't it be great if we did this? Shut up and email. Q is not fake and gay. Q is energizing. Why? Here's what I don't understand about your attitude. Why would you want to de-energize and demoralize people who are being enthused and moved in the right direction? What is the single most important aspect of winning a war? It's morale. So never ever focus on tearing down the morale of your side and your people. Yo-Yo Bear, Crowder doesn't have anything to do with Becker. He didn't. He had something to do with the company that got bought by Beck. So, I mean, he is connected to Beck now, but I would be surprised if that situation persisted very long. The thing is, start with consistency. Consistency becomes persistence, and eventually persistence becomes relentlessness. Relentlessness is not something that comes naturally to most people who are normal, but it is a skill that can be developed, that can be acquired and developed.